chance that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you've never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
What is up, everybody? It is hockey night on PWCC. Third night, not in a row, but third night we're covering these things, and it's been pretty fun. I think we have it nailed down in terms of how to do this efficiently, without any lag, using Firefox on the side screen, so we'll bring that up shortly. Yeah, thank you, anonymous Facebook user. Jeremy Pringle, what is up? Studio in the house. Let's go. Luigi. Yeah, grab a pack of darts. Why not? Grab a pack of darts. I'll take a Slurpee. Dr. Pepper. It's all I do. Dr. Pepper Slurpee my way. Please. So listen, I mean, we've got 1,093 lots on tap tonight. Dennis, what is up? B. Roy. Yeah, I wore my Gretzky rookie shirt tonight. I thought that would be appropriate. BG, if that is the real BG, what is going on? Well, listen, I mean, it's going to be fun. 1,093 hockey auctions tonight. And, you know, we're going to get into the windows. We're going to have to keep track of when your bids need to be in by, all this and that. Let me make a couple of short announcements here, guys. First of all, let's see what's coming first. First is going to be this Saturday. On Sports Cards Live, joining us will be the president of Upper Deck, Jason Mashara. He's the one who likely negotiated the extension with the NHL and the NHLPA, or at least was at the table. And so he is going to come on and talk about that. And we're going to ask a ton of great questions like, how'd you get it done? What's going on with Fanatics? We'll see what he'll answer, but I'm going to ask all the questions. So looking forward to having Jason on. I've never met him before, never had him on the show before. I've had several Upper Deck people on the show. So this will be fun. So that is this Saturday, everybody, 10 o'clock Eastern. Come check it out, president of Upper Deck. Then on Monday, the Monday after that, November 1st, I mentioned it before, I will be doing a stream on Whatnot. I'm going to be showing cards, selling cards. It's going to be fun, like $1 auctions, that kind of thing. Download the Whatnot app if you haven't yet. I will throw that up on the ticker right now. That's where you go to download the Whatnot app. You need that to watch this. So come check it out there. Join me. And then Wednesday, November 3rd, I'm going to be a guest on the YouTube sensation show Off-Centered with Dustin, the personal finance dad, and Brad, the comeback card investor. Can't wait for that. So come check it out. That will be on Brad's channel, the comeback card investor, on Wednesday, November 3rd. Yeah, lots going on. Jeff McMahon, what is up? Yes, studio. Great guest for Saturday, considering the news, right? Considering the news. So looking forward to having Jason on the show. All right, so 1,093 hockey lots tonight. And we are going to be in extended bidding in about 11 minutes from now. So why don't we take a quick peek at the windows, how they work. There's the windows, guys. There's the windows. So we got the green window first, 7 till 7:30. This is all Pacific time, says it right there. So for the first half hour, if a card does not get a bid in that first half hour, it's over. 7:30, it is over. If the cards don't get a bid. So of the 1,093 hockey cards, how many won't get a bid in the green level? I don't know. But we're gonna find out. I'm gonna guess. We should take some guesses. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna guess that about 300 cards are over by 7:30. I'm gonna write that down. 300. That's my guess. I know it's a round number. I'm not gonna get cute and pick like 311 or 312 or anything like that. I'm just gonna pick 300 as my guess. Why don't you guys take some guesses? Let's see what y'all think. Because again, you have to have a bid in by 7 o'clock in order to bid after 7 o'clock. If you don't have a bid in by 7 on the cards you want, you cannot bid after 7 o'clock Pacific time on the PWCC monthly auction. So everybody who qualifies, birds on the bat, 301. You can and you can go over. If you don't, everyone who has a bid in, by 7 can now bid after 7 o'clock on the cards they have a bid on. So only those people can continue to battle it out. If nobody's battling, those cards will end at 7:30. If a card gets a bid between 7 and 7:30 Pacific time, it will open up level 1 of the yellows right here. So 7:30 to 7:35, that card will keep on ticking until 7:35. And if there's no bid between 7:30 and 7:35, the card is going to end at 7:35. However, if there's even one bid placed between 7:30 and 7:35, that is going to open up level 2 of the yellows right here. And now that auction will last for another 5 minutes. So at the end of each of these levels, you're going to see cards drop off. We're starting with 1,093, and it's going to happen pretty quick. We'll get into the reds here, but how many cards are going to last into the reds? It's tough to say. I don't think that many, because we had several auctions, several listings for basketball and baseball and football too. And I mean, I watched all these things, and they fell off pretty quick. So, which is good. You don't have to stay up super late, which is great if you are bidding. Skeppy, I know this is a crazy week. Lots of lives, but this will be the last night until Saturday, and then it'll be really no more lives on my channel, at least for a little while. We got one guest. Birds on the Bet says 301. Yeah, if you followed along on basketball night, you might have a bit of an idea of kind of what we're talking about here. But if not, that's cool too. You'll see how it goes. It's pretty fun. Birds on a Bat. I am not going for a bunch of cards tonight, guys. I am going for only 1 or 2 actually. So we'll see. This auction is not very heavy on like hockey on inserts, and either 90s inserts or inserts from the 2010s, which is kind of my sweet spot. There's not a lot there. There's one card I do want to buy. It's already over all the comps I've seen, but it's very, very low pop and low print run. So I still want to grab it, but we will see. Skeppy's going to take over 300. He's taking the over for 3 cans of Pringles. All right, we can work it out. BG says he has so far bought 656 cards on PWCC this week for $120,000 plus, hoping to add some tonight. Good luck to you. Brian Gray, thanks for joining. Although if someone knows you well enough, they could impersonate you and say that as well. But I'm going to assume that is you, Mr. Gray. But to be certain, can you send me a message on your Facebook Messenger and confirm that that is in fact you? We do get imposters. Tom Bullard, good evening. What is going on? So we still have 7 minutes, everybody, until we are in the greens. And, it's going to be the green is kind of a slow level. I've actually made the suggestion to Eric. I'll make it to PWCC, maybe to tighten up the greens, maybe go to, 2 15-minute levels or maybe 2 10-minute levels and then straight into the yellows. Kind of might speed it up, and we'll see what kind of action there is in the greens. But I'm sure they'll have and analyze, the back end, like how many bids are coming in and whether or not they want to make a move like that. So trust that they know what they're doing. Tom Bullard spent $57 on 15 cards on auction myself. Wow, you're getting some good bargains there. Any 15 cards for $57 is probably a good deal. Lapper, what is happening? Glad to have you. We got Absolute with us. Good evening. Yes, what is this hockey? It's a stick and a puck and a net and a bunch of players on the team trying to put that puck in that net. Welcome to the show. So let's go to the auction itself. Here it is. So I have it. What I love about the platform is the top here, because you see the latest bid to come through, and it's in real time. So I don't know. I don't actually know if it's in real time. I think it is. But, I was putting in some bids the other night and watching this, and some got up here, some didn't. So I guess if there's a whole bunch, they just kind of pick whichever one they whatever the system pulls up, it pulls up. And I guess it can't have everything. But in any event, we have this sorted now. We have it sorted by what is live. So these auctions are live, obviously. We then have it sorted for today, which is hockey, miscellaneous, and non-sport. And then I ticked off hockey here as well, so that we're not going to have everything else, scattered in among the hockey. We are going to just focus on the hockey tonight. And the Leafs tie it up. There you go. Is Ovechkin still sitting on 1 goal tonight? 8 goals already on the season for Alex Ovechkin. He's having like the best start of his career. in what, his 17th year. It's absolutely crazy. I'm starting to think he might be able to catch up and you know, match or beat Gretzky's goals record. That would be pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. All right, guys, download Whatnot, the Whatnot app. Come join me there Monday night, next Monday, for a live stream. I'm going to be showing my Gretzky collection. I'm going to be doing some auctioning off some cards. Before we get into the greens and the extendeds, right here, Toronto Expo, November 11th to 14th. I had a look at the floor plan. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a great show. Yeah, make sure you're coming if you can. And then the weekend after in Vancouver, I will be there. I'm going to be country hopping, city hopping in Canada in next month, Toronto, Vancouver. Can't wait for both those shows. Websites are up. Go check them out if you can be there. That would be awesome to see a bunch of you guys at these card shows. I've already had several people reach out about the Toronto show, so I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of you there. Look at this Bobby Orr. PSA 4.5 above average eye appeal rating at 7250. I love this card. I love the Bobby Orr rookie, almost in any condition. You know, even, you know, not one that's been like folded up and crumpled and then stretched out again, but you know, anything that looks good for the grade, like this one at a 4.5. Just such a nice image. Right beside the Gretzky. Wearing my Gretzky rookie shirt, guys, for hockey night. Of course, I had to. So that's how we have it sorted. Hockey only by highest bid first. I did it that way. If you go by featured, you're going to see a whole bunch of cards that are, you know, from the early 1900s. Why did that show us nothing? Nothing featured for hockey. Is that why? Maybe that's why. Let's do this again and see what happens. No results. We are showing live. We are showing hockey. What happened there? Why aren't I getting any results? What filter is on? Bear with me. Going to see where these auctions went. All right. Why don't we just do this? Let's come back in all the way. Your guys' search are failing too, hey? Monthly auction. Okay, so there's nothing showing up right now at all. We'll give it a minute. It should come back. Let's see. I have some things in favorites. Maybe that'll show up. Nothing favorited. Am I logged in? I'm logged in. All right. So we're having some issues, it looks like, on the site. Not sure what the issue is. Is it working on the phone? Let's check the phone. It's you, Bree. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to go to their website on my phone and see if it's no good on, if it's not working on there either. Monthly auction. Let's see what happens. It's showing that baseball still. Yeah, they're definitely having a glitch right now. It's not coming through on my phone either. So let's give them a few minutes to get that rectified. And I mean, it's in the last minute or two before, the last couple minutes before extended bidding started. So, hey, let's see what they're going to do to handle this. I'm going to send out a quick text and see what's going on the site. See if we get any answers. In the meantime, we can look at a Tony Perez baseball and some cards there. And I'm going to go to comments. I'm going to go. Yeah, Lapper, please call the IT department for me. Yeah, it'll fix. Ian, glad to have you. Thanks for joining. Studio will be at the Toronto Expo. Awesome. Pastime says both shows should be packed. I can't wait. Lots of talk on Ovi. Connor Sauk says Pieface sent me. Well, Pieface was on here not too long ago. Got to meet him that way. So thanks for coming, Connor. Thanks to Pieface. Yeah, Ovi's so good, no doubt. Aging like wine. He does. He just keeps on getting better. Just the one tonight. Hey, just one. Nothing wrong with that at all. Dennis is going to be at Expo for sure. Looking forward to seeing you there, Dennis. Tom Bullard says, so I know McDavid is in line after Sid and Ovi, but after him was like Austin Matthews, but haven't followed closely. So is Matthews still looking like that level or not living up as far as that? I mean, Matthews has not done anything this season yet, but he didn't play for the first few games, so he might still be kind of getting in shape. Marner's been getting points there. Tavares has been getting points on Toronto. Nylander looked good earlier in this season. It's only a matter of time before Matthews breaks out and has a 4-goal game to get him going. I mean, he is that good. He just seems to be a little bit streaky. I don't think he's falling in line, though, from the Crosby, Ovechkin, McDavid. I don't think he's in that same class. I don't think anybody's in McDavid's class. I think McDavid is so far and ahead in a class of his own that there is no real, like, there's no 1A and 1B. There's a 1A, that's Connor McDavid, and there is no 1B. Nobody is even in his league. I thought Nathan McKinnon was close, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'm starting to think that McDavid has what it takes to win a cup in Edmonton. Like, he doesn't need. He's got some stuff there. He's he's got Draisaitl. He's got Nugent Hopkins. There's a bit of a supporting cast up front. A little bit on D, not much, and their goaltending is marginal. But that might be okay. If between him and Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, a few of the others there, if they can score 6 goals a game, they're going to win the Stanley Cup. Because you can let in 5. No NHL goalie is going to let in more than 5 goals a game every single game. Not in this era, anyway. Yeah, we'll see. No, it wasn't good. 2 minutes left until the green level started. We are now, we would be in the greens, but they may delay this. Who knows? We'll see if anything. We'll see what comes of this. Yeah, it looks like everybody's bids are gone right now, but you have to think they'll be able to reinstate everything. So let's give it a few minutes here still. Studio says Leafs and Austin Matthews slow this season so far, but believe he has more goals in the last few years than anyone. Oh, there you go, right there, for sure. Chris Carter, heavy bidder on these auctions, bidding on 120 to 130 auctions. Good luck to you, Chris. Hopefully this thing revives. I'm refreshing on the other screen here to see if it's reviving, but not yet. It hasn't come back to life yet, so we'll keep on waiting. Ooh, you got the PSA 10 Steve Young Jambalaya. Good for you, Chris. I was after the Bo Jackson Jambalaya last night, and I did not get it. Okay, they're working on it, guys. They are working on it. I have a message from PWCC, my contact there. They are working on it, so at least we know that, and of course they would be. Brett S. agrees with me that McKinnon is the closest. Yeah, I think so. Is Nathan McKinnon, Jameson Riley says, is Nathan McKinnon not a great buy then? Well, it depends what you're paying. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what all the prices are at right now for McKinnon, but he's all, what? The other thing is that sometimes these guys, like even Austin Matthews, sometimes they take a while to get going in the season. That can be the case with Nate McKinnon as well. I mean, we know he's capable. We know he's got the skills, the talent, the size. He's got everything going for him. He just needs to find his stride this season. You got to think he will. So is he not a great buy? I mean, maybe he is a great buy. If the prices come down to reflect the fact that he's off to a slow start, maybe they will be a great buy. Just like, people with Patrick Mahomes right now talking about buying the dip on Mahomes. Maybe we can buy the dip on McKinnon. Let's see. Lapper says McKinnon is his guy, but Connor McDavid is unreal. I know. And it pains me. It's kind of funny, right? As hobbyists and collectors, while we are also fans of our teams, it can be very, controversial inside of us because, I'm a Calgary Flames fan and the Edmonton Oilers are our number one rivalry. So I don't cheer for Connor McDavid because of that. However, I have a lot of his cards and I want to see those cards do well. I want to see the hobby do well. And he is kind of the cornerstone of the modern hockey hobby right now. So for the hobby, I want to see him do well. It's good for the hobby if Connor McDavid does well. But as far as, although the Calgary Flames have now won 4 in a row, they're lighting it up. So I don't need to worry about the Oilers too much, although they're doing well too. So, but that's a kind of one of those things, right? As hockey fans, sports fans, I should say, card collectors, sometimes if you are holding cards of a player who plays for your team's rival, you have to figure out how to reconcile that in your own head. And sometimes the hobby wins out, right? Sometimes it does. Sometimes the team wins out. In the playoffs, the team wins. During the regular season, depends. I'll hope for Connor if he's not playing against one of my teams. If he is, I'm going to hope for my team. Brett says, Connor and the Oilers just don't have playoff chemistry. I know, but do they need it? Like, are they going to need it? Because Connor just keeps on getting better and better. So we will see. We will see. JG has a question about PWCC. When you win an auction and pay up, do the cards go into your vault automatically? Then you can request cards shipped to you. I don't know. I think you have to have the vault for them to go in there automatically. I don't know if they do, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, it depends how you... Well, in the old days, it would depend where you had your address set on eBay. If you had it set to their vault address, which they would issue you one with a certain number, like an account number, then it would go in there if you set that. This time, I'm not sure, actually. Good question. Counterproof says McDavid will win. I think he means the cup. Yeah, it took Ovechkin forever to get his cup. It did. It did take him like 12, 13 seasons to get it. So he'll get it. He'll get it. I think he'll get it. I think now more than ever, I think McDavid will win a cup. And I'd be, well, the Edmonton is a good hockey market. In Canada, it's number 3 behind Montreal and Toronto. I'd rather he got it somewhere else, I guess, but not, it'd have to be in a big market. I don't see him going to a small market anyway. Adam Holgate didn't refresh. Extended bidding counter is going on your site. Yeah, if you didn't refresh, that might do it. We got Rich in the house. Good evening. Welcome. Good to see you. Jason B, my favorite part of the show is when you analyze the oil drop placement on the Gretzky card. Well, we'll have to do that on one of the rookies tonight. Once they get this thing back up, let's do a quick refresh on the other screen and see if we're up yet. Not yet, but they're working on it. They are working on it. Chris Carter, you were in on the jambalaya too, but it just got a bit too steep and I chickened out, but now I have no buyer's regret. Yeah, so you're talking about the boat. Yeah, the Bo Jackson. I see you said that down here. Yeah, it got too steep for me too. I won 2 cards last night. 2 cards last night on football that I'm pretty happy about. Maybe I'll share them with you guys in a bit. Ryan O'Hara, nothing right now, Ryan. They are working on it, guys. They are working on it. I got a text from one of my guys at PWCC and who I communicate with, and he told me that they are working on it. So we will just kind of be as patient as we can and have a conversation here amongst ourselves. Fire the questions off if you guys want. Oh, tons of comments. I'm way behind already, so we're going to keep on going. James Riley, which hockey team won the cup that you despised in the past? Well, pretty much every team that is in Canada, because I grew up a fan of the Winnipeg Jets, the original Winnipeg Jets. And we never won the cup, but the Calgary Flames did. The Edmonton Oilers did. I guess the Habs and the Leafs didn't back then. Well, the Habs did in 93, the Montreal Canadiens. But basically, we were in a very tough Smythe division, it was called back then, with the Vancouver Canucks. And, those teams were always really good. So I didn't like any of them. So I despised I'm a diehard Flames fan. I despised the Flames back in the 80s. I despised the Oilers. I was enamored by Gretzky, of course, but I despised them. Now, I don't like the Oilers now, but and I'm a big Flames fan. I'm also a Jets fan. I don't really despise any of the teams except for the rivals. Yeah, Jordan, they're working on it. They are working on it. Chris Carter is bragging on multiple platforms. So you guys are still live on Clubhouse, huh? I was lurking in there a bit before coming on here. Behind the Tanks wants to know, did anybody buy anything interesting at classic auctions last night? I'm sure a lot of their consigners were not thrilled with the card prices for the most part. I did not. I had one bid on with them yesterday. It wasn't a winner, and I only bid once on it, but I bid on the Dale Hawerchuk Winnipeg Jets game used jersey from the Hawerchuk collection, and didn't win it. So we will see. Yeah, MMA Love, they are working on restoring the auctions on the PWCC site. So I have it on my other screen here. As soon as they are back up, we'll bring it on, and we will see kind of where things are at in terms of, oh, it looks like it's back. It's back now. I've got it back up in front of me here. Yeah, they are back up, guys. They are back up. Let's bring it on. Here we go. So it's back up. Let me just resort here. We're going to do hockey only. And we're going to do tonight only because there will be some hockey cards in round 2, but we're not going to look at those today. Todd McDonald, looking forward to seeing you at the Toronto Expo too. Definitely can't wait. Let's go to highest price. Guys, did you refresh? I hope you can see the auctions now. And in a moment, we'll kind of see where we're at with the extended bidding clock. Where are they at? So we are in the greens. They're officially in the greens, 713. So you now need to have a bid in order to bid on the card you want. Is what it looks like to me. Let's go to here, get rid of some of this non-hockey stuff, at least on the listings part. We'll still see the all sports coming through at the top. And here we go. 128 results. That seems wrong to me for some reason. That is live. We are in tonight. Hockey. That doesn't seem right to me that there's only 128 results coming through, because nothing should have ended at 7 o'clock Pacific. Here's the extended bidding windows. Unless cards didn't have bids at all, but I can't see that. So can't see that only 128 cards had bids. I mean, Chris Carter bid on more than that himself, so that's impossible. But we are in the green right now. And we will find out shortly why there's only 128 results showing. Does this, I got to see what's down here. If you guys are making any comments, you have favorites clicked. Damn. Thank you. Thank you, Joe Sakic 19. Alex, appreciate that. See, the obvious is right in front of me the whole time. Let's let this refresh. 16,169. Okay, so we got to go back to here, back to hockey, back to October 27th. Ryan, you can see them all. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. Ryan O'Hara sees all his cards. All right, now we're going to do hockey only. Takes a few minutes. I kind of would like them to switch this to where you could just pick all your filters and then hit go instead of it refreshing each time you pick a filter, because look at all this time that is being eaten up. And now let's go to highest price first, highest bid price. There we go, 1,006. So there were 1,093 items originally. So maybe 87 didn't get any bids. That's definitely possible. That's more realistic, but it's still a high percentage to me, even like close to 8% or so. But in any event, here are the highest priced items. As you can see, it says view only here. So I am not allowed to bid. I can view only because I never bid on these. But any card that you put in a bid in at any time up until 7 o'clock Pacific, you can place a bid in. And I only have put bids in on a couple of cards for hockey. But I did some damage in basketball, a little bit of damage in baseball, a little bit of damage in football. Let's go look at this. This Ovechkin, the Ovechkin Young Gun, number 1. It's at $13,000 for a BGS 10. It's a lot of money for. I'm not saying it's too much, because the market will bear what the market will bear, but it's a lot of money for a Ovechkin Young Guns. I think the PSA 10 population it's under 1,000, which is low for a young gun, especially a young gun of one of the best players. I was going to say to play, in playing, but of all time. Of course, not all the all-time players have young guns, of course, but still, this is cool. I don't know if many people are familiar with this card here, but this isn't the actual Topps Bobby Orr rookie card. This is the USA test version that was released in the US only as a test to see how, I guess, the hockey would penetrate the US market. And so these are very limited compared to the regular Topps card. And they go for good money. They used to go, I believe, for even more, as opposed to the regular card, than they do now. I think a lot of people just want the regular card now, myself included. I don't have interest in this card. It's got this white stripe down the side. Can you guys see that white stripe? That is the way they all are. That's not a centering issue. That's the way they all are. They all have that there. This is a really cool card. Eddie Shore from the V129 Anonymous set. It's at $9,750 right now. PSA 7. I mean, just a spectacular card you don't see very often. So there's the top 3. Going to the next 3. You've got the Dit Clapper from that same set. I mean, there must be some set collectors battling for these cards because this is good money for these cards. It's nice to see. And then we have a PSA 4.5 Bobby Orr. Talked about that earlier before the site went down briefly there. 72.50. A Topps a BVG 8.5 Gretzky at $6,250. This is an interesting one, right? The Alexis Lafreniere, the high gloss out of 10. So it's the Young Gun Parallel out of 10. Population 1 of 2, BGS 9.5 at $6,750. Got to see what this guy does. He's got, I think, 1 goal, maybe 2 on the season so far. So we'll see if he pans out. The jury's still out on him, but hockey players do take time to develop, more time. Not everybody comes out of the gate, just lighting the lamp. So we'll see what happens with him. Up Topps PSA 8 Gretzky at $6,000 and a McDavid BGS 10. So the McDavid BGS 10 Young Gun is $5,500 right now, while the McDavid the Ovechkin is $13,000. It's a big discrepancy, and who's the better player? I mean, McDavid may be the more skilled player, but Ovechkin definitely has the career so far. Let's go to the top and see what bids are coming in here. Oh, a Timo Solani rookie gets a bid for $68 with a nice old label. O-Pee-Chee Bobby Orr from 72, $41. It's a 4.5, but still it looks nice for a Bobby Orr base card. All right, to the comments, guys. To the comments. Yeah, studio, it's all USD. Eddie Shore, Old Time Hockey. That's right, Pedro. That is right. Brett S, very astute. Huge risk reward on that Lafreniere. Definitely. We don't know yet, Skeppy. We don't know yet if you won. We have to wait till the end of the greens, and the greens aren't over for another 13 minutes. So we will see what comes up there. We will see. Serena getting the bid. Come on, get out of here. Don't go to op. Good, okay. Goes on this screen. It's bringing up my close. Hope I don't close myself out of the stream. There we go. Peleg with the bid. Brian Basketballs. I've seen a heavy amount of Bobby Hull signature cards being auctioned lately. Are they a buy? I mean, Bobby Hull autographs a lot. He autographs probably more than any other hockey player. So he's a great guy, but I don't think they're, investable. Collectible for sure. Investable, probably not. He loves to autograph. Facebook user. I'm currently in on an Yzerman rookie card PSA 9. Well, good luck. I hope you win it. Hope you win it, man. Hope you win it, man or woman. Evan Thomas says, hey guys, just got back from the World Series of Poker in Vegas. Everyone is talking trading cards while playing poker. Hobby on the rise. That's cool to hear. That's good to hear. Chris Carter says, Chris Carter follows the market very closely, says, wow, hockey prices are the most expensive on comps out of all the sports so far. I wonder if that is partially because, this is now the 4th day of the monthly and people are getting, more and more aware. There's been a lot of talk about the monthly on social media. So maybe more and more people have, it's just sort of snowballed day to day since baseball happened on Sunday. And maybe more and more people are here bidding. Could be. All right. So we're back. We're back up and running. I'm sure everyone's bids are still there. I got to think they are. And we have another 10 or so minutes in on the green level. I'm going to pull that back up because I closed the levels image and I like to keep that open. Keeps me centered. All right. There we go. So here we are. We are in the green still. We're going to be in the yellows in 10 minutes. And at 7:30 Pacific, that's when we're going to have a look and see how many cards are left. There's 1,006 hockey cards right now. We started the night with 1,093. We entered the greens with 1,006. I do believe that means that 87 cards did not receive a single bid. So they just closed at 7 o'clock. No one was eligible for bidding in the extended bidding window. which is the green, the first level, the green level. So once 7:30 happens, every card that did not receive a bid from 7 to 7:30 is going to drop off again. And I guess that would be 300 cards that would drop off. So we will see. We will see what that is. What's going on up here? A lot of non-hockey getting bids right now. There is still another night or two of the auction. I believe it's just probably round 2 tomorrow. 5 nights total, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody who knows better. Eric says, I guess the hobby gods don't want me to spend my money tonight because I still can't make a bid. I'm going to try to make a bid right now. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and bid on, first I'm going to refresh. Still showing that Tony Perez baseball. Here we go. Go to my bids. I've been outbid on the 2. Oh, there's 2 cards I'm going to bid on still. There's a third, but I just bought a copy of that raw, so I don't think I'm going to bid on it anymore. But I'm going to bid right now on this card, submit, confirm. It's thinking, and its bid is in. The bid is in. I don't know. It's working for me, guys. Brian, you're glad you only bought 2 of them then. Sure. Jay-Z, there's your name. Nice to see it, buddy. Nice to see it. Is it you that's in on the Yzerman? What's this comment up here? I missed this from Lapper. The Lafreniere high gloss Young Guns were being bought at $12K out of the box. I know an individual had 6 of them pretty quick. So that guy bought them all. Hey, bought every single one of them. Brian Basketballs, does it say which ones that didn't receive any bid and closed at 7? It might. If you scroll down here and you put on and you click on closed, while you have hockey checked off and tonight checked off, I think you'd want both of those checked off and closed. That should show which ones didn't get bids. What's going on up here? Patrick Marleau autographed rookie card gets a bid for $17. I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Most games played in the history of the sport. Oh, look at this. Tony Esposito. The special, that's like is that his normal base card that year? I don't think that's his regular base card. Here's a nice card. This Gordie Howe, 58 tops. I really like that card. It's just a good looking card. Same year as the Bobby Hall rookie. I actually thought about that card earlier, but I'd probably look for it in a bit of a higher grade, maybe like a 6. Howie Morenz, 1924, guys. This is an amazing card. It's not his rookie. He's got a 23. It's the same picture. The only difference is this card's a little bit narrower this way than the 23 Pattersons, but that is an amazing card. The Tony Perez baseball gets a bid. That's where the site froze before. Joe Sakic says, what's your opinion on an Ovechkin and Crosby's Fleer Ultra Ice Medallion rookie cards compared to other key rookie year cards? Well, what are the Ultra Ice Medallion? Are they numbered or are those unnumbered? Alex, let me know. I'm curious. Are they numbered? Lapper would rather. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. The rarer, the better. For example, the Fleer Ultra cards from 2015 and 16 out of 25. That's a superior card to the Young Gun, in my opinion. Far superior. Yeah, O'Hara confirms, or the Ice Medallions are out of 25. Someone just posted, it might have been Ryan, on their Instagram today or yesterday, that they picked up the Ovechkin, I think. And yeah, seemed like a great deal. What's this Super Mario card here? I don't know. I want to see that. Don't go away. Let's see what that is. I was looking at this Jay-Z card yesterday too. Kylian Mbappe. So we're seeing some non-hockey, of course, up at the top. And we have 5 minutes left in the greens, guys. 5 minutes left in the greens. Let's see what's going on down here. Gordie Howe, PSA 1.5 is at $4,200. I remember selling like 3s and 4s for in the 2000s. The Mario Lemieux PSA 9 O-Pee-Chees at $4,100. It's a pretty good price for that at the moment. And here's a nice Gretzky PSA 5.5 with the top 5% eye appeal rating, $3,900. Let's take a closer look at that. Maybe we'll do the oil drop analysis on that card. The Howie Morenz Anonymous is at $3,800. Not a rookie year. A lot of these guys in the 33 sets have rookies because there weren't cards, hockey cards between like 24 and 33, 19, 24, and 33. So these are, but this is a third-year card, even though it's like, what, 11 years into his career, 10 years in. Patrick Kane SB Authentic Future Watch Auto is at $4,000 and a PSA 10. I saw one on eBay today. I think someone with the asking price of like $13,000. Some good cards here. There's that Morenz we saw up top. Not the rookie, but still a really great card. Great card. I do not own this. I have the rookie, the 23. I don't have the 24. Crosby Young Gun PSA 10s at $3,200 with bid needed. So this is kind of neat down here. You can see the difference here, guys. The red, bid needed to extend the item, meaning if there's no bid in the next 3 minutes, this auction is over. Whereas this one here, item has already been extended to the next window. So this one is going to make it from the greens, from here, into level 1 of the yellows. And it's going to live for, that auction's going to run for at least 5 more minutes. It'll make it into the yellows, but not all cards are going to make it into the yellows. A bunch are going to drop off here. All the ones that don't get a bid in the next 2.5 or so minutes. Yari Curry PSA 10 rookie card is at $2,600. There's the Vezina from that same set as the Morenz above, PSA 5. I actually do own a copy of this exact card. I love this card. I love these Pattersons. This one is a PSA 5. I forget what grade mine is in. I think it might be a 6 actually. I think I have one of the 4 that are actually graded higher than this, but that's at $2,900. Okay, back to the comments, and we're gonna look at some cards. Crosby and Ovi just sold on eBay the other day, both around $2K Canadian for the ice medallions. Yeah, those are good prices. You missed out on them, Ryan. Yeah, Lapper's right on the Kane Young Guns, the 2007, 2008. Not Young Guns, sorry, Future Watches. This year here, really tough because of that red edge across the top. This red border up here and a bit of the border down here, very, very prone to, the odd edge damage for sure. Nice. Good to have you back, Jay-Z. Good to have you back. Let's check the clock. We've got about 1.5 minutes. I need to check my cards that I'm bidding on, make sure that everything is extended into the next window. And maybe I'm going to try and become the high bidder before it extends into the next window so that I don't have to, by bidding, I don't need to extend it into the next level as well. I don't mind it going, I don't mind. I have no choice. It's cool that it's going to go into the first level of the yellows, but if I can strategize to get my bid in before this window ends, then I don't need to bid at the beginning of the next window, which will open up the one after it, right? So I'm going to try and become the high bidder right now on these 2 cards. So let me do that. I've been doing the next bid most of these times and kind of chipping away, but I'm going to go a bit higher just in the interest of time and see if I can just lock up the high bid. I did on the first one, and now the second one that's already overpriced, but I'm still going to bid on it because this card is very rare, just doesn't come up often. There's only like 5 total graded. All right, I got the high bidder on that. So as long as there's no more bids in the next 28 seconds on my phone, then it could end in the first level of the yellows. So again, we're in the green right now, and we have seconds left until the greens are over and we're into level 1 of the yellows. At which time we want to keep track and see what this number turns into, because this 1006 is going to fall, and it's going to fall. This is going to say updating in a few seconds, and we're going to see. There it goes. It's updating right now. It's closing off all the lots that are closed, and this should update. I might have to refresh. Should I refresh? I'm going to refresh. Let's see what happens. Taking that refresh risk. Oh, that doesn't look good. It's a lot of something went wrong. Please try again. Let's see what happens here. Okay, while it's thinking, we're going to go here. We're going to look at the Super Mario card. Like, what is this? 1989 O-Pee-Chee Nintendo, #1 Mario, Super Mario Brothers 2, scratch-offs. Oh, I can't see it. I can't even bid because I didn't get a bid in early enough. $48. I mean, that's just cool. It's just cool. You know, it's just one of those fun cards to add to your miscellaneous type of collection. I have a miscellaneous PC within my overall PC, and I really do enjoy the miscellaneous collection. It allows you to buy things that don't necessarily fit into the rest of your collection. That's how I do it. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's now take a look at that Gretzky right here, and let's go. Where were we? 472 cards left. So I was way low on my 300, guys. We went from 1,006 down to 472. 534 cards, I think that is. 534 cards did not survive. Did not survive the greens. Did not make it into the level 1 of the yellows. And this auction just became, you know, less than half of what it was before in terms of total items. So, and if we scroll down, we'll see some. See, these ones are all still alive. The ones that are not alive, and all the good cards are still alive, it looks like. I don't mean the good ones, but the best ones, the most expensive ones, let's say. But eventually you'll see, instead of it saying current bid, it'll say sold and tell you the sold price. Oh, no, because we're only looking at the active, so we're not going to see that. Never mind. Never mind. But what's interesting is that right now, see, all these cards are red. It all says bid needed to extend the item. So if a bid does not come in the next 3 minutes on any of these cards, they will end too. So the people who are battling it out for some of these, what's their strategy? Are they going to bid? This one has already received a bid, so it's going to make it to level 2 of the yellows. So is the Lafreniere. Someone else bid on Lafreniere Young Gun High Gloss. It's going to make it to level 2 of the yellows. So are these two. The Charlie Conacher, the Patrick Kane got another bid. I'm not surprised. I can see this going, you know, a lot higher. Not a lot, but like a couple grand higher still. More bids. These guys are going to survive level 1 for sure. I mean, there will be more bids coming, but to extend even more of these. Denny Savard, PSA 10 rookie, $2,100. Here's a card that's one that kind of fits. You know, it's not at a 25 like those ice medallions guys, but this Alex Ovechkin trilogy rookie, it's a pretty nice card. Only 999 of them made. That's about how many young guns have been submitted to PSA. And there's only 999. This is pop 1 of 10 in a PSA 10 holder. I mean, this is a pretty good card. 1850, when his young gun in a BGS 10 is going for 13,000 up above. This is one of those, I think the person that buys this card is being savvy. That's kind of my opinion on it, because it just doesn't have the respect and attention that the young gun has, but it's still it's a great card. It's got some foil. It's shiny. First year of trilogy, which that product still exists until this season, when it's one of the brands that was canceled, but who knows? Hopefully they'll revive it. Here's another great card. Second year Topps Wayne Gretzky, PSA 9 at 1850. And Ovechkin. So here's the BGS 9.5 young gun is at $1,800. Let's go see what the BGS 10 is at. The BGS 10 is still at $13,000, and it needs a bid in the next 45 seconds, or it will sell for $13,000. And we'll see. 472 is going to come down quite a bit again. We will see. We will see what it comes down to. Pedro was wanting to know, how do you see the cards that you won? Pedro, you click right here on 1. See that? Just click on there. It'll show you what you won. Adam Holgate picked up a couple of cards tonight. Adam, love to hear what you picked up. Congratulations. Mike Kemmel got his Sergei Samsonov SP rookie for $42. Oh, not Sergei Samsonov. What Samsonov is? Oh, the Washington Samsonov. I'm thinking Sergei Samsonov. Definitely not Sergei Samsonov. Is that, who's that? Like, what's his, Ilya Samsonov? Is that the goaltender for Washington? Brian Basketballs bought the PSA 8 graded wacky pack cards dating from 79 to 01, 7 or 8 or pop 10s and pop 1. Bought 8. Oh, you bought 8 PSA graded wacky packs. Got it. Yeah, Ryan, the trilogies are tough to grade for sure. Brian Basketball's posted up a video tonight. There you go, guys. Check out Brian Basketball's, I'm guessing, YouTube channel video. Go check it out and see what he bought. Ilya Samsonov. Yes, Mike. Yes. Yeah, the cup will come out. The cup will come out. It just might not come out for a while. All right, guys. That is going to be it, I believe, for, oh no, the clock here is saying that there's still a minute or so left. What's going on down here? No. Oh, we are now in. So see, these cards have sold. The Orr sold. The Ovechkin sold. We're showing 472. I'm going to refresh again. Let's look at this Gretzky while we're, oh, wow, this is nice. I can tell right away. This is nice. Let's do this. And let's zoom in. So you've got this little, right there. See a little imperfection on the T, little ink issue there. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Corners and edges look pretty typical. So the oil drop, I mean, it's not perfect. It's a bit to the, like the red plate's a bit to the left and the yellow plate's a bit to the right. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, I think you should be able to see this, but I'm going to zoom right in. See how there's a little bit of yellow coming off here? So the yellow and the magenta plates didn't line up perfectly, which, you know, often they do. But in this case, they didn't. It's not the end of the world. You can see some white showing right here. So these are registration issues, as pretty much as minor as they get. You know, you can see a lot more white in between the black and the blue here on some other copies of the card. You see a bit of it right here. This is where I always look for it. See a bit of it there. You see it coming down the pipeline here. You know, typical print. There's a little bit of a fisheye. Overall, when you zoom out though, let's actually just go to the regular picture. I mean, it's a nice, the centering, you know, of course the centering is close to perfect. I'd say it's a little bit high, just place a little bit high, but otherwise it's really nice. His face is nice and focused. You can tell down here, I often look right around the legs to see if there's any kind of blur, but it looks to be pretty good there. Looks pretty good. You can see the yellow, right? The yellow is a bit off to the right here. Just, you know, and you know that because you see it over there too. So, but not the end of the world. Very light focus issue there or registration issue. Overall, very nice copy. Sold for $3,900. So, oh, that's the old window. Let's go back to this one. 207. So 207 cards made it out of level 1 of the yellows. 207 cards made it. It's kind of, I like these stats, guys. At 7:35 Pacific, no, sorry, 7:40, level 2 of the yellows, only 207 cards made it past 740 out of 1,093. So 20% made it into level 3. We are now in level 3 of the yellows. So let's do this. Actually, we don't need to. It just did it for us. Everything here is live. That's the Gretzky. We're going to close out of there. And this is what's live. 40 seconds left. Looks like the Eddie Shore Anonymous might end right now. Ooh, I got to see what's going on with the cards I'm bidding on. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't lose anything. I am still the high bidder. And I might win both. Oh, no. Someone just extended me on the one. I better get a bid in again. This might be my last bid. Let's see. Submit. Confirm. I'm the high bidder. If they don't bid in the next 8 seconds, then if they bid in the next window, it's going to extend again. Let's see. Yeah, it's going through. So hopefully they don't bid the next one. And I won the other card that I wanted, which I'm happy to share with y'all. Let's see. Here's the card I won, guys. $37. $37. Mario Lemieux, Pinnacle B. If you were around buying packs in 1991, 90, 91, 92, if you were around buying packs back then, you know about these cards. I have the Gretzky. This is a PSA 9. Not really coming through on the camera right now, but maybe it will. But trust me when I say this is a PSA 9 that I just won. And my Gretzky's a PSA 8. So I'm going to just pair those together and be happy to have them. Oh, his cup redemption was 1819. Then I do not know. I do not know. Brett S. says that Trilogy is more chipped than hockey players' teeth. Boom. Yeah, I am filtered. I'm filtered to hockey only on tonight. Boom. Hockey only for tonight. So if you, here, let me share the screen again. So you can see right here. Let me just take your comment off. I've got hockey checked off and I've got today checked off. If you don't have today checked off, but you have all, you'll get all the hockeys that are in the final round, which is going to be 2 days from now. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 days of the auction. So there's still 2 more days left. So I won the Mario Lemieux. These are known as the Pinnacle Bees. And let's see if I got, if someone else is, if the other bidder or bidder, one of the bidders has bid on the other card I want. Not yet. 3 minutes left. Let's see what's going on at the top with the big cards that are left. Let's just go to the very top here and see what's going on. So this Gretzky 96 Upper Deck base card PSA 10 is getting bids at $26. Checklist. Duke, Los Juegos of Olympicos. I don't know who that is or what sport that is. It must be swimming. 20. Oh, another autographed baseball. Pele's getting bids. You bet, Brian Basketballs. You betcha. So Mike Kemmel says Ilya Samsonov's rookie card redemption was 1819. Yeah, I'm not certain it will either. But you just never know. You just never know. Adam Holgate picked up a mid-grade Gretzky rookie and a Paul Molitor autographed bat. Very cool on the Molitor autographed bat. Chris Carter at the end, let us know what you were bidding on. Well, I've shown one of them. I'll show you the other one. I'm still the high bidder on it. We'll see what happens. We got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Studio, all 5 you I was watching ended. Did you win any of them? Birds on a bat. I just completed my first set on the set registry. Congrats. That's pretty awesome. Good for you, Studio. You won 2. Yes, Behind the Tanks, Pinnacle B. Very rare for junk wax. Very rare for junk wax. The Frank Nyber 24 Patterson gets a bid. PSA 5. Thank you, Eric. Or unless maybe you're congratulating Studio, but I'll take it. I'll take it for me too, man. Always good to have you. Beauty, yep. Ian. Ryan grabbed a True Gem Jagger score, BGS 95. Congratulations. Thank you, Mike Kemmel. Not much Ovechkin in the auction. Agreed. Pinnacle B. Jay-Z knows. Pinnacle B and Donruss Elite. Daniel A. Surprised PWCC doesn't use PayPal. My brother from the north. This must be Richie, the mayor of Canada. We will see you at the expo. Guys, it's on the ticker right now. The expo, November 11th to 14th in Toronto. Be there. Just be there. Terry knows. Terry knows Pinnacle Bees are great. Mike, they will email you, Mike. They will email you and tell you how to pay. Don't even worry about it. They'll let you know. They will let you know. Everyone's holding their OV cards now. Hey, he is on a tear. All right, what is going on here? 42 seconds. I'm still the high bidder on the card that I want. But the guy one of the guys who's bidding against me tends to bid at the end of the window. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We are in level 4 of the yellows right now, guys. We are in level 4 of the yellows. Level 4 or level 3? What time is it? 7. We're in level 3 of the yellows, guys. We are in level 3 of the yellows. We have 207 cards that are still alive in the auction, hockey-wise, ending tonight, just to clarify. And we'll see what happens after this. Brian says, what is the highest price of memorabilia of hockey items that is on the block tonight? Memorabilia-wise, I'm not sure. Cards-wise, I think it was that. Oh, look at this, though. The Eddie Shore PSA 7 Anonymous is likely going to, well, if it gets another bid, might beat out the Ovechkin, which was no, never mind. The Dick Clappers at $14,000. Wow. Set collectors. Has to be set collectors. Because these players have alternate rookie cards. There are alternatives for these guys. that you could buy. There's the O-Pee-Chee. There's the Ice Kings. There are other cards that you can buy, rookie cards of these players. And the O-Pee-Chee would be really the most popular. What happened here? You're the highest bidder. Did it end? I'm going to refresh on here. Let's refresh this guy and see how many are left. It should show us the new number. How many cards made it out of level 3? Let's get to the top. 95 cards left, guys. 95 cards have made it into level 4 of the yellows. We are now 1, 2, 3. We are now right here, level 4 of the yellows. And we have 95 cards left in the auction. So 1,000 are done. 1,000 are done. The Clapper is still alive. The Eddie Shore is still alive. The Lafreniere is, not only is it alive, it's going to make it into the next level as well. Look at this. The hockey it's very vintage heavy, this particular auction. Didn't even mention, oh, look, there we go. This has gone up since last we looked at that. It was like, what was it, $1,800 last time we saw. Now it's up to 26. Nice to see. Maybe it's because we're talking about it, and that's okay. It deserves it. It deserves it. The Carter Hart Ultimate Rookie Shield, 1 of 1, $2,200. If he pans out, that's a huge card. I'm jury's still out on him. Oh, my jury's still out on him. Okay, I got to see. Did I win that other card? I think I must have. Yeah, I must have won it, because it's not showing up anymore. I won it. Let's see. I'm going to click on the ones that he actually filter and won. Let's see if it shows up in there. The card is shiny. Which card is shiny? All of them. Luigi won a soccer card. Yeah, soccer's ending right now too. Oh, you got to hit apply now. Okay. Joe, what's going on? Welcome. JG has 3 live still, all under $30. Good for you. And I did win the other card. It's a case of paying more than comps, but I will show you guys what it is. I will show you. This is the card. And I wonder if I was bidding against any of you. Very well could have. It's the Jagger 94 Finest Refractor with coating. It's a PSA 9. That's the other card that I won besides the Mario. So the first year they had Finest Refractors in hockey, and it's the Jagger. I mean, and it's in Pittsburgh. That it's a Pittsburgh jersey is what's important to me with his cards. I prefer his cards. I'll take them on other teams. He only played for like 65 teams. I'll take it on other teams, but I always prefer the Penguins jersey when it comes to Jagger. So I won this card. I looked at comps earlier today on it, and they were like low. Thank you, Ryan. I bet you were watching that. So that's a couple of live. Yes. Brian Endicott. Anyone else have issues? The issues were a bit earlier. The issues have kind of gone away. I have not been having issues as of late. Jeremy S. won a Pele. Good for you. Congratulations. David G. The Herbert Mitchell card went through the roof. I think I know why. Herbert Mitchell. I'm not sure what card that is. Dave Kaplan is here, everybody. David Kaplan is here. What's up, Dave? Junk Slav wanted to laugh on. Yeah, there were a few of those, right, Junk? There were a few Finest Refractors. Thank you, Adam Holgate. I'm very happy to add that. I mean, if you look at you just look at the population, I think there's 5 total graded between coding on and coding off. So maybe not 5 total, but 5 9s and 10s. So Joe Sakic bought 1 wrestling card. I think I got it for a great deal. Good. It's funny when you say, I think I got it for a great deal, because, hey, if you're happy within the price you paid, that's okay. Even though I blew the comps out of the water on that Jagger Finest Refractor, but I don't really, it doesn't really matter. You got, sometimes the time to buy a card is when you can, because you just might not see it again for a very long time. It's just the way it works. I'm going to give you guys a card show tip in a minute here related to that. It's almost the same tip, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. McDavid scored, super surprised, broke his 5 minutes without a goal slump. Nothing crazy, David Kaplan. You didn't miss anything crazy. Terry Fortune had issues. You had issues most of the night. I mean, I don't understand why that is. How some people have them and some people don't. But guess it's the way it is. Herbie Mitchell might have been a 33 anonymous PSA 8.5 pop 1 none higher. Got it. Jordan, welcome. Won 8 cards tonight. Spent way too much. Well, hey, what'd you buy? What did you buy? Love inquiring minds want to know. Just not a card you're super familiar with. Got a nice deal on it. Well, good. All right, let's go back here and see what's going on. Probably missed a window ending here. We did. So we are now into level 5 of the yellows. I'm going to refresh here and see how many of the 95 made it out of level 4. Let's see. $62. That's a big percentage. 2/3 made it past level 4 and into level 5. The Lafreniere is still alive. $8,750. And we at least know that the Charlie Conacher Anonymous is going to make it into level 6 of the yellows, that is. A couple more down here are going to make it. The Ace Bailey, the Ebby Goodfellow, these are all Hall of Famers. There's the Herbie Mitchell that we must have been talking about. The Champ Cigarette, 1924 PSA 7 is at $52.50. Is that the one that you guys were talking about before? Oh, the 33 Anonymous 8.5. Oh, there was another Herbie Mitchell. But I don't think that one is still in here, is it? It must have ended. Let's see what we got here. The Cecil Dillon is going to go to the next level. The Vezina needs a bid. The Morenz needs a bid. We got 2.5 minutes for them to extend into the final level of the yellows. That would be level 6. I love both of these cards, guys. I do own this one. I do have a copy of that. I want to see what grade mine is in. So I'm going to go to my Dropbox where I keep all my images of my cards into various folders. Going to go into this folder right here called Graded Hockey. Scroll down to 1924 because I have a ton of like the early sets. So I have a PSA 6 of this card here. I bought it a long time ago. That's my copy. It's a 6. This one's a 5. It's at $3,600. Nice to know I have one of 4 graded higher. That's pretty cool. But it needs a bid to keep going. Meanwhile, the Morenz is going to keep on going. What else we got here? Alex Smith, Frank Finnegan. These cards are all making it. The OV is getting more bids. All right, people are listening. Good stuff because this is a great card. Like, it's still. I don't. And I mean, just to be clear, guys, I have no interest in this card. I don't own a copy of it. I don't know whose card this is. But if I was bidding on this card, I like this card a lot. So I'll just leave it at that. More and more going on. Brian Endicott, what was the first year for hockey cards? That would be the 1910 C56 set, Brian. 1910 C56. It's a 36 card set, tobacco cards. It's got like 21 Hall of Fame rookie cards in it. You think, how could they all not be rookie cards? They must be. I guess 21 of them are Hall of Famers. 36 rookie cards. It's a portrait set for the most part. There's a few kind of full body shots, but for the most part, it's a portrait set, and they are beautiful cards. They did 1910s, 1911s, and 1912s, and then there was really nothing else until 1923. JG got a Gordy 1970 for $14. Like you can't even buy a pack of top loaders for that anymore. Behind the Tanks confirms 1910 was the first official hockey cards. Chris Carter's making fun of Eric up in Boston. Birds on the Bat. How do you get good images of your cards? I scan them. I have the Epson V550 sitting right there, and I just scan them in. That's how I do it. Grant Patterson. Is that the Grant Patterson I know? The Shields Grant Patterson? If it is, stopped in at the right time. Saw the heart on the stream. Now in the mix. There you go. Good to see you, Grant. Will you be at the expo, Grant? Will you be at the expo next month? Let us know. Where are we at here, guys? Where are we at? 30. Oh, we already made it out. We already made it out of the level. Got to keep focus. You got to remind me, guys. You got to remind me. So 62 cards. We are now in the final level, level 6 of the yellows. We're going to do a quick refresh and see what 62 comes down to. How many cards made it into the final level of the yellows? 46. 46. So we only lost 16 cards in level 5 of the yellows. What I'm talking about is this right here, level 5. We made it through the green. We've made it through the first 5 levels of the yellows. We're in the final yellow level right here. 5 more minutes of this. And at 8 o'clock Pacific, we're going to go into the reds. And the reds are very short. They're 1 minute long. So a lot can happen. Lafreniere has bumped up to 97.50, guys. I feel like this was in the 6s last time we looked. It's hard to keep track of it all, but feels that way. So it looks like the Vezina did not get a bid. It would have ended about that $3,600, $3,700 level. The Ovechkin is still alive. Bid needed to get into the next level. There's the heart for Grant Patterson. Jordan, I am done. I won the 2 cards I wanted tonight. I am no longer bidding. Ryan got a Lidstrom O-Pee-Chee Premier BGS 9.5 for less than the cost to grade. And Grant Patterson will be at the expo setting up. Very excited. Looking forward to seeing you, pal. Looking forward to seeing you. Guys, don't forget, this Saturday on Sports Cards Live, joining me will be the president of Upper Deck, Jason Mashera, who we will find out. Did he negotiate the deal with the NHL, the renewal with the NHL and the NHLPA? I got to think he was at the table. He's the president of the company. I've never had him on the show before. I've had on a lot of it. I've had on, Mike Phillips, the VP, Chris Carlin, Billy Celio. We've had Tony on. We've had a whole bunch of guys on from Upper Deck multiple times. Never the president, Jason Mashera. He will be joining us on Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, and really looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun. Should be very informative, and it will be his first sort of media appearance since his first hobby media appearance since the announcement. Check that out. Be sure to check that out. Download the Whatnot app, guys. If you haven't yet, download the Whatnot app. It's on the ticker right now. Download it on your phone because on Monday, November 1st, I'm going to be doing a live stream on there. It won't be on YouTube, won't be on the Sports Cards Live channel. Here's a cool card. I just got distracted. Like this one, I didn't get in on it, but these are pretty cool inserts. 1999 Top Stanley Cup Heroes. This is the Refractor PSA 9. God, I kind of wish I noticed that card before. I would have bid on it. Would have gone nice with the Pinnacle B. Yeah, I wonder what the pop is. Oh, pop 1 of 2, none higher. Yeah. There's a card I wish I would have kind of been on the ball for. But what can you do? What can you do? Not a lot left, guys. Not a lot of cards left. 46 at the moment. And in a couple of minutes, in 1 minute actually, we are going to be in the reds, and the reds move fast. Here's another Jagger insert. 97 looks like a parallel out of 500 at $29. It's funny how some of these cards, there are bids being placed and they're still so low. So there must not have been a lot of bid action before the extended bidding started. Let's see what the Shield is at. The Carter Hart Shield is at $2,700 now. The Ovechkin BGS 9.5 Young Guns at $21. There we go. The Trilogy got another bid to $3,100. Smart bidders out there. Lafreniere is still at $97.50, but it's gonna make it. So let's see. We've got 16 seconds to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 31, 32, 33, 34. 35 cards so far are poised to make it to the reds. Are we there? We are there. So now the clock resets to 1 minute. This moves fast. Let's refresh and see if it's 35 or something else got a bid to make it into the reds. Because right now, we just finished the yellows, guys. The yellows are in the rearview mirror. We've made it through 6 levels of yellows. We are now in the reds, and it is level 1, and it's going to move fast. 37 cards made it into the reds. Good to know. Fun to know. I just like the stats. And in case you haven't noticed, I like calling them yellows and reds. I like calling them yellows and reds, guys. That's just, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun for me. If you don't like it, sorry, but I do. It's fun. Jordan Riker says, do you know when the next PWCC monthly auction items will appear? I do not know, Jordan, but I'm going to guess that they will appear, in time for them to appear. I don't know when is the auction going to start? We are October 27th, maybe in a week or so. Chris Carter says that Trilogy 99 is good, but I like more the Pop 3, no higher 625 that sold in the auction. Chris, that run-on sentence is hard for me to follow. Sorry, pal. All right, we have 20 seconds left in the first level of the reds. Ten seconds left for the first level of the reds. Doesn't look like too many cards are poised to make it through. Lots of red. Here's 3 that are going to make it through. The Ovechkin is at 3,500. Yep, as it should be. And here we go. We are now into level 2 of the reds, guys. Level 2 of the reds. We're going to refresh again. I want to see what number comes up. Vintage Oddball. Is anybody worried there's nobody to police? There is people to police. They have 2 external firms that are policing these things now. The first one is doing the first, and the second one is policing both the first and the second, or them and the first one. So this is just not accurate, Vintage Oddball. They have 2 external firms policing these things. So pretty, that doesn't come for free to them either. They have to invest in that, and they will be actually posting the report from the second firm on their website. So if you know anything about the financial markets, you know that companies are audited. 19 cards made it out of level 1 of the reds, just to mark that down before I forget. We're almost into level 2 of the reds now. We're almost into level 3. Let's see here. Here we go. Level 3 starting. A couple cards are going to make it through. Do a quick refresh again. So, every public company has their financial statements audited by an external firm. PWCC has taken that approach when it comes to their auctions. So I don't know if you have any issues remaining. Well, you're all entitled to your own way of thinking, and that's what I'll say about that. But I have no issues with it personally, and I'm happy to buy cards from them, and just will continue to do so because they have cards that I want to buy. Boom Blockhead says items for November will probably appear once the October auction ends. That's what they did with Premier. Very good. Thank you for that. Chris Carter. Let's see. The rookie Ovechkin out of 250 Ultimate sold for $625, which is way better value than the Trilogy. Well, but it's not a true rookie, Chris Carter. That rookie Ovi out of 250. Are you talking about, wait a second. Are you talking about the Ultimate Autograph for $625? Because that is a steal. That is a steal at that price. Birds on a bat. Deals flying. I don't think it seems to be much of an issue. Yeah, it's probably not. You tapped out of the heart. Hey, you tapped out of the heart. That was a battle. Well, sorry you didn't grab it. Our Neusser Pixie says, are cards going for under market? Not the one I bought, but some of them are. Some of them definitely are. Jaini, good evening. Good evening. All right, 13 cards remaining. Not many. That's it. 13 left. In 14 seconds, we're going to be down to another level. And I may have missed a refresh already. So I think I did actually. How many cards are left right here, right now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards left, and that's about to change again. Where are we at here, guys? We're going to do one more refresh. This might be it. These auctions do end pretty fast. They really do. Ryan O'Hara won the Marlowe auto rookie. Didn't even realize it. Good for you, Ryan. Good for you. 5 cards left in the auction, guys. 5 cards left. That is it. We can probably see most of them all at once here. Maybe if I do that, we can see them all at once. Nah, we won't bother. We'll go back bigger again. Here we go. So we've got the Armand Mondu, anonymous, PSA 7 at 4,100. It's going to go on. It's going to keep going. The Patrick Waugh clear cut, 1 of 1, is at 17.25. Autograph, Gem 10 card, Gem 10 auto. The Jacques Plante Laval Derry, 1550 is going to carry on through. Looks like we're down to 1. No, it looks like no, 4 cards made it. 4 cards made it. All vintage. We lost the last modern being the Patrick Waugh. Shiny wants to know if we can explain how bidding works. You got to bid. You had to bid by 7 o'clock Pacific in order to continue bidding on the cards you wanted, and then you just had to keep on bidding to win them. The bidding increments changed as the cards hit certain thresholds. But I'm sure there's lots of information on the site for you. Junk Wax, any thoughts on how these auctions affect eBay? Will PWCC become the new and improved eBay going forward? And that's a lofty sort of status to achieve, because eBay is just such a beast. But I mean, I've always believed people are going to go where the cards are, and if PWCC continues to get good cards like it always has, then I think people are going to adopt it as a go-to, just like we have with eBay over the years. The other comment is that once the app, this is not available on app yet. The Premier, the monthly auctions are not available on the PWCC app yet. Once they are, 2 cards left, guys. Once they are, I mean, I see it blowing up a lot more, because it's just going to be so much more convenient for people. So, I mean, I think it's going to. I don't know that it's going to really, knock eBay out. eBay is just, I think, really too big for that, but I can definitely see putting a dent. I'll tell you, I've spent a lot less money on eBay in the last couple of months than I used to. And it's just because there aren't cards there that I want. Jaini wants to know, what happened if already put a bid in, and when it was low, I can move to the next phase? Yeah, you can keep on bidding. As long as you have a bid in before 7 o'clock, you can bid until it ends. Yeah, trying to focus. The Patrick Waugh, I think it's a beautiful card. I haven't been somebody who's added any buybacks to my collection, or acetates for that matter. Acetate Young Guns or the acetate parallels, but I definitely see the allure of them. I think it's a beautiful card. Absolute. Thanks for the reminder. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, guys, please hit the thumbs up on this video if you have been enjoying it. If you haven't been enjoying it, still hit the thumbs up. I mean, it's just the cool thing to do. And subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We have the president of Upper Deck coming on Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern, Jason Mashera, to talk about the deal. That they did, extending the licenses with the NHL and the NHLPA. We're going to find out how they got that done. Birds on the Bat said he's giving some advice. Let's hear the advice. It says, it's in your best interest to check the auction block as soon as it opens and toss out low bids on everything that interests you. Bingo. That is exactly what you need to do. Get your bids in, low bids on everything you want, so you are qualified to bid come the green level of the extended biddings. That's all you got to do. Hit the green, make a bid, then you qualify. And look at this. The last card to survive. The last card to survive is the 1933 V129 Anonymous George Hainsworth. And it is at $2,500. And it's going to make it into the next level of the Reds as well. The red levels will continue. Here's how the levels work, Zhang. If you're still there, Zhiny. If you bid before 7, you're eligible to bid in the greens. Well, you're eligible to bid forever, as long as it lasts. But at each of these end times, if an item does not receive a bid in that window, it's going to end. It's going to end here at 7:35 or here at 7:40 and on and on. So, but these the Reds could go all night. I mean, they're not going to. And even on the basketball night, when there was like way more items, like 10x the amount, it ended at like 8:17 or so, 8:18 maybe. Meanwhile, hockey, looks like hockey is going to end here in 16 seconds at 8:13, 8:14 Pacific time. So that's how it works. Hope you understand that. Brian Rupp, are Beckett card prices only for raw cards? I believe so. And there we go. The hot auction is over as far as hockey goes. No more hockey cards for sale tonight. But we could do this now. We could come down here and click on all and see what other sports and non-sport cards are still going. There's still 8 cards left for everything else that was available tonight, guys. 8 cards left. We got some wrestling. We've got some Charlotte cards still available. They're making it through the night, guys. We got a Diego Maradona. I was looking at this Andre the Giant card, not like to buy it. I just looked at it the other day. What a neat looking card. I love that pose. Bret the Hitman Hart. He will be at the Expo in November, guys. He'll be at the Expo in November. Thank you, JG. Appreciate that. I am not bidding on any soccer cards tonight. Boom. I only own 1 soccer cards. David G, you got the Hainsworth. Congrats to you. And you now have the prestigious position of being the person to close out the auction, the hockey auction at least. Pedro got 34 soccer cards. Congratulations. Luigi picked up the Diego 1990 Cup Italia. Very cool. The elusive 2009 Ronaldo PSA 9. Congrats. The Mega Cracks. Wow. Studio, McDavid 2 points tonight to keep the streak alive. Good to hear, Steve. Good to hear. Love it. Love it. I was going to give you guys a card show tip. Here's my card show tip. When you go to the card show, especially right now, if you come to the show in Toronto, you're going to a Dallas show, you're going to the National in Atlantic City, you're going to the Vancouver show at the end of November that I will be at. You guys, when you see a card you want at a booth, you have to buy the card when you see it. You can't, if it's a rare card, like if it's a young gun, who cares? You can shop around, find the best price. If it's if it's any commodity card, but if it's a rare card that you have been looking for and you think you're going to walk around the room and then, I'm going to scope it out. I'm going to see what I like the best. And I'm going to compare. I'm going to go sit down and think about what card I want the most. And then go back and buy the card I want the most. You're not going to get to buy any of them. They're all going to sell. You have to buy the card when you see it. You don't have to. You can take the risk and walk away, but it's going to be a big risk. It's going to be a big risk because the card will likely be gone, especially if it's a card that is not of a commodity type, especially if it's a rare card. You're not going to get to, you're going to miss it. I promise you that. That's my tip. Buy the card when you see it. Otherwise you're going to have that I didn't buy it regret, which I've had several times. And I don't let it happen anymore. Jay-Z got shut out tonight. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Behind the tanks was the other bidder on the Hainsworth. So there we go. We got both high bidders in the room. Chris Carter, you were looking at the Bret Hart card too. Thought of getting him to sign it, but over $2K. Fair enough. Dave Kaplan says, you like it, you buy it. Agreed. We'll see you at the show, Dave, in Vancouver. Jeremy S. I'm not going to pronounce that, but it looks like you bought a Pelé PSA 2. Very nice. Also, bought the Calciatore soccer sticker foil Pelé PSA 4. Awesome. I did see that card too. Very nice. Very nice. I love it. We got all the bidders in here. You beat me on the Ronaldo. 1 of 1 mem cards in the house. How are you? Good evening. Thank you for joining. We are winding down. Hockey is over for the night, but why don't we take a look at the top cards that sold? So we will now go back to hockey, and then we will go to, so a little less. Oh, here we go. I'll share the screen. We are now back to hockey by clicking here. We are on today only, and now we will click on closed. Let's let that load up, and then I will sort it by highest price. Studio says, I'm going to Expo to find an SGC Phil Esposito Topps rookie. You might find one. You might. Jaini, any suggestion on where to store your PSA graded card bank, home safe, or Do you know of any fireproof cases? Yeah, all of the above. All of the above. You also got to take the humidity in where you live into consideration as well. But yeah, either a safety deposit box, a home safe that is fireproof, waterproof, or some other sort of fireproof case you can hide somewhere, I would think. Boom Blockhead, are you selling any cards? At the shows, yes. I am set up as a vendor at both the Toronto show and the Vancouver show, and I will be selling cards. Count on it. Count on it. Oh, and another, the Boom Blockhead offers the other option being the third party vault, like the PWCC vault, is also an option for you to store your cards. But personally, I like having my cards with me or nearby, so I have my own vault, if you will. Okay, top cards of the night for hockey. The number one card of the night is Dit Clapper. I mean, not even a top level Hall of Famer, a Hall of Famer still. But this is a case of where you have, I'm gonna chalk this up to PSA registry set competitors wanting to add the best card ever made, or not the best card ever made, sorry, the best card ever graded, the highest graded copy of this card in their collection. And $14,000 is what it took to lock up the top copy of the 1933 anonymous Dit Clapper. And it is a rookie card as well. I don't think it says RC in the title here, but this is, I'm just confirming in my head. Yeah, this is a rookie card. The Eddie Shore, also a rookie card. Number 2 is this. It probably isn't the highest graded. We would probably see that here, but this sold for, maybe it is, sold for $13,000 along with the Alex Ovechkin BGS 10 Young Guns, $13,000. These are your top 3 hockey cards of the night. 4, 5, and 6. The unproven Alexis Lafreniere, BGS 9.5 Young Guns, high gloss out of 10, only 10 copies, does $10,500. Followed by number 5 is the USA Test version, the Topps Test version. PSA 5 Bobby Orr, rookie, $9,500. Followed by a PSA 4.5 Topps rookie. It's nice that they're side by side here because I want to point out, notice the difference in color. This is not a photograph issue. This is not a glare issue, nothing like that. This is actually how they are. The Topps Test version was lighter than the basic Topps version. In any case, number 6, the Topps PSA 4.5 Bobby Orr rookie with the above average eye appeal rating does $7,250, followed by the Topps PSA 8 Wayne Gretzky at $6,500. Then we have the Lauren Chabot anonymous PSA 8. Does $6,250. Those anonymous collectors broke the bank tonight, hey? They really, really did. And now we have a Gretzky rookie, a Topps BVG 8.5, does $6,250. So the BVG 8.5 sells for less than the PSA 8. However, the PSA 8 does get the exceptional eye appeal rating, which is top 15%, according to what has crossed through the PWCC's offices. So interesting to see, though, that just how the grades line up. Next up, the Cooney Wieland PSA 8 anonymous. These anonymous cards. Here's another one over here, the Charlie Conacher. And in the middle is the Connor McDavid BGS 10 Young Guns at $6,000. More anonymous guys. Ebby Goodfellow, he's a Hall of Famer. Then we have the Champs Hockey Herbie Mitchell. And then the PSA 10 Alex Ovechkin Young Guns does $5,250. Great to see. This sold a little bit light, I thought, the PSA 10 Patrick Kane. I could have seen that doing double, to be honest. I could have seen it. Topps Gretzky PSA 8 at $5,000 and Aguila Fleur PSA 9 at $5,000. Opeachy, that's his, that's the preferred card. The 24 Howie Morenz does $4,300, and the Gordie Howe PSA 1.5 does $4,300, followed by a relatively, I don't think this guy's a Hall of Famer, but the anonymous PSA 7 does $4,200. He might be a Hall of Famer. I'm just not sure. And it goes on and on. You guys can check some of that. We won't go through them all because this will go for a while. Well, we'll look at this because this was a beautiful Gretzky rookie, the PSA 5.5 at $3,900. The Morenz does $38 in the anonymous, but he's got like 2 years of cards before this one. And there we go. $3,500 final on this card that I really liked. All right. Good stuff. We're going to go to the comments and we're going to sign off, guys. Ooh, missed some stuff here. Thanks, Junk Wax Packs. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Behind the Tank says that Dick Clapper was the first NHL player to play in 20 seasons. That's pretty cool. Tom Bullard, what did you get? You got a 2014 Topps Finest Gold numbered out of 75 Jimmy Garoppolo PSA 9 on auction for $30 on eBay. Nothing crazy, not even a fan, but couldn't resist. Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Behind the Tanks, Dick Clapper also has the distinction of being the first active player to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. The first active player. Who's the second one? Mario? Like, are there only two? Because I can't think of anybody else who's active in the Hall of Fame. Jeremy S. Amazing. The top soccer cards, Ronaldo at the top was almost $20,000 6 months ago. Went for $5,000 tonight. Wow. Big wow. Big wow. Luigi, a tip. You see a Mike Bossio Peachy PSA 9? Rookie, you buy it. I have that card. I love that card. Great card. Dave Mitchell. Here's my theory on the Herb Mitchell card. There's a guy on the forums that is his great-grandson and wants to collect his cards, which are rare. I think pre-war bidders knew that and bid any money. Okay. Classic just sold the PSA 10 Guy Lafleur for $20,000. And the PSA 9 went for $5,000. Sounds about right. Birds on a Bat, as a primarily vintage collector, those Gretzky prices don't surprise me. BVG is consistently about a full grade more generous than PSA or SGC in my experience, and it's reflected in the pricing. Yeah, I feel the same way, Birds. I kind of expect the BVG to sell for about a grade lower than the PSA. The Laffy High Gloss, what did it do? It did what? It's up here somewhere. It did $10,500, Lapper, 10.5. Shiny, tips on when to refresh. You don't really need to. I'm refreshing at the end of each level. That was it. Guy Lafleur was inducted into the Hall of Fame while still active, and then he came out of retirement. Right, that's why. Came out of retirement. After he came out of retirement. Got it. Yeah, so you got to come out of retirement to get inducted while you're still active, for sure. All right, guys. Anything else? Throw out any final comments, any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about. Happy to do it for a couple more minutes. Otherwise, we are going to wrap this up. We've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes, but this is fun. It was fun on eBay. It's fun on the PWCC platform as well. Different kind of fun, but still fun. The last card of the night was a George Hainsworth 1933 Anonymous, the V129. That has the distinction of being the final card of the night. The buyer was with us in the room, so that's always very cool. Nothing else coming in. All right, then we are going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you for joining. Final time, I'll say it. First of all, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, those things. Saturday night, President of Upper Deck, Jason Mascherall, will be joining. We'll be talking about how they managed to not get outbid by Fanatics for the NHL license and the NHLPA. We'll find out about that. Monday the 1st, I'm on Whatnot. Download the app to watch that. That should be fun. I'm going to be doing some auctions, guys. $1 auctions. I've got some slabs lined up to go, ready to go. Some Gretzky cards, so a couple of Crosbys, but you got to wait till then to see them. I've shown them once before, but you got to wait to see them. That's Monday. Wednesday the 3rd, I'm going to be on Brad, the Comeback Card Investors channel with Dustin, their off-centered show. I'm going to be a guest on that. Yeah, that's lots going on, guys. Lots going on. All right, final comments. Jeremy, really like the platform when it works correctly. So much less stressful than eBay sniping. It definitely is less stressful. Just like, this platform will get more and more stable. It just will, because they're going to take all the issues and rectify. So, everything just gets better as time goes on. Nothing's perfect right out of the gate these days. So I'm patient. I hope some of you guys are too. Lapper, pleasure. Great having you. Thanks for joining. Tanks, great to see pre-war hockey break the bank tonight. I remember shows in the early 2000s when people could barely give that era away. Jeremy S., thank you for being here. David G., thank you for hanging out. Tom Bullard, great to have you. Thanks for joining. Where did I get the Gretzky shirt? Somebody on Facebook had it. And I'll find, if you want, I could find out who it was on Facebook. I'm sure that it's not, licensed and all that. But PM me somewhere, DM me somewhere, Jeremy, and I will tell you who that was. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks everybody for joining. It's been a fun week watching these auctions. We'll do it again next month. Have a good night and good rest of the week. We'll see you Saturday.